Okay, we are here with Dan from TrueNorthMotos. We're going to talk about setting up a FE501 model years 17 through 19. We're going to do this really quick. We have a very long video that goes into great detail about it. So if you want to hear the fine points of it in a longer discussion, you can watch that video too. But okay, let's go from the beginning of the bike all the way to the back.
All right, well, this is my personal bike. First things on these bikes that you kind of want to focus on. Get the correct fork springs and shock spring in the bike. Get it set up for your weight with gear. On this bike, highway dirt bike, ultimate handguard systems, you have your mirrors that fold out, fold back in when you need to get on the trail.
Super strong. Super
strong system. Tap into the end of the bar, tie into your top clamp. Also gives you a modular clamp to relocate your key, spot for a heated grip switch on mine, and you can move your dash up with a protector right here. Moto Minded is an awesome company out of Colorado. This is a Baja Design Squadron Pro and S2. S2 is your low beam. They're both on for your high beam.
How much?
So I believe this is about a $550, $600 kit for this.
And there's a cheaper option.
So the Cyclops LED bulb that goes into the stock reflector is a great option.
How much is that?
It's $110.
Cool.
Guards on this bike.
Because the stock one is unusable for use.
The stock one is a candle.
Okay.
So radiator guards are a huge necessity. These are SRT. Bulletproof Designs is another one. These do not interfere with the fan. Going down the bike over here, this is a TM Design skid plate. It is also a link guard. The stock skid plate on these does not give any protection for the link. So this is a great option. Another option is the AXP link guard. The slave cylinders on these FE501s and 450s fail. I know 3 personal bikes that have failed. Do yourself a favor, don't get stuck on the trail. Replace it. You can use, this is an Oberon, which is what I run. I get them through CJ Designs. It's 110 bucks. Let's see, what else?
Okay, OEM. Yep. Don't change those. You're wasting money.
Yep, I don't feel any need to change those. Get yourself an oversized tank. This is an IMS 3.2 gallon tank. I have 2 fuel pumps, so I have a 4.5 gallon for longer rides, and it's a quick swap. This one doesn't make the bike any wider. And
stock tank, way too small, you'll run out of gas. Yep. So you got to get a bigger tank. Mousse or Tubliss in the front, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So this is Tubliss in the front. I have 2 wheel sets. I like to run Tubliss in the rear. Scott steering dampener. It's kind of a preference. If you're riding only woods, might not need it. I ride high speed and woods on this bike, so I added it to this bike. I do not have one on my 300.
Okay, upgraded switches here.
The Euro switch up front. I have heated grips, auxiliary power for my heated grips, and my GPS is from a Cyclops relayed harness. They're about $50 on their website.
The HDB mount here, by the way, turn signal, key, beautiful setup, very clean and attractive looking, and this armor for the Speedo is really cool.
Going down the bike, C Concept seat, just for comfort on longer rides. You know, the stock seats after a couple hundred miles are just really brutal.
Got the rack system here. That's your product, so TrueNorthMotos.
TrueNorthMotos rack system. We'll go over that in another video, but offers protection, chainsaw mount, luggage mounts for the bike.
It's called the Zaber Tactical System, which stands for Extreme Adventure Battle Rack.
So going down the bike,
guard here.
Rear disc guards are definitely necessary, whether it be, this is SRT, Bulletproof Designs, Enduro Engineering's. They're all good options. Get yourself a rear disc guard. The stock taillight on these bikes is a big television set, and the plastic will come down if you completely compress your rear suspension, get caught on the back tire, and rip the whole rear light off. So take care of that and buy yourself the TE300 taillight system.
Okay, so this bike has a stock muffler, but FMF makes a really good set of upgrades for that if you're so inclined, and you will get a little bit more power and performance out of it. What is this piece right here?
So this is the swing arm tab chain guide mount protector. So this is Bulletproof Designs. If you fall over or go through rock gardens, you can break this tab off your swing arm. This is about an $80 part. A new swing arm is $500.
Very good.
Gearing on this bike. Stock gearing is 1445. It's very tall gearing if you're riding in the woods at all. This is a 1450 on my bike. I find that this is a great all-around gearing where I can ride single track and I can still cruise down the highway at 65 miles an hour, no problem.
Right, and if you got two wheel sets, you can flip the blocks here.
Yep.
If this is a 50, you could also have a 52, and you could have a 14 there or 13 there and create some different combos. But
Yep.
it's nice to be able to hit 70 miles an hour. Mine has 1450, and it gets that job done. And I'm pretty able to ride technical single track at 1450.
One of the biggest issues on these bikes is tuning. So they are very corked up from the factory. They have a reed block inside of your intake on your air filter right here. You're going to want to pull those off, do an emissions delete. This is no longer street legal if you do this.
Technically, it's not street legal, the EPA violation,
Yes.
etc. Full disclaimer.
And you'll need a tuner, whether it be JD Jetting, Vortex, or a Git ECU.
Do you absolutely have to have that?
Yeah. Your bike will run too lean. If
What are you
take
running
it.
on yours?
My bike, I was lucky enough to do the KTM Euro unrestricted map,
Okay,
which is
I
no
have
longer
the,
available.
and I have the 18 bike, and I have the JD tuner on it, and my bike runs really, really well. So I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
And the JD tuner costs how much?
$220.
And the Get and the Vortex
I think
are
are around 700.
right. So for $200, I'm pretty darn happy with
Yeah.
mine. And it was also customizable, but you set mine up for just a standard based upon what you know about my riding.
Yeah.
Right?
And JD Jetting is a local guy to us, and he just stands behind all his
Yeah,
products.
we've
and
ridden
takes
with the
care
guy, and
Yeah.
he's a fanatic. He loves bikes, and I think he's got a great product.
of it. Yep.
Great. Cal, is there anything that you want to add to that? Have we missed anything?
No, I believe you hit it all.
Okay. Well, hey, Dan, thanks. It's an absolutely beautiful bike,
Thank you.
and we'll be talking to you soon.
All right.